Trying to pay off your debt can seem overwhelming. It can keep you up at night. It can feel like a climb up a mountain, a long and difficult journey which requires effort, determination, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Not to worry though, there are strategies that can help. There are generally two different approaches you can take to help pay down your debt, and each method has its own pros and cons. Sure, if you do the math, one method can save you more money, whilst the other gives you more small, regular wins. Therefore, it's key to know that there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to which method is best, because every person's debt situation is different. It's up to you to determine what motivates you and which process may be the best fit for your situation. The first method is the Snowball Method. Simply put, this method means paying off the smallest of all your debts as quickly as possible. Once that debt is paid, you take the money you were putting towards that particular payment and roll it onto the next smallest debt. Ideally, this process would continue until all the accounts are paid off. As you roll the money used from the smallest balance to the next on your list, the amount snowballs and gets larger and larger, and the rate of the debt that is reduced is accelerated. In contrast, the Avalanche Method focuses on paying the loan with the highest interest rate first. Similar to the Snowball Method, when the higher interest debt is paid off, you put that money towards the account with the next highest interest rate, and so on, until you are debt free. By focusing on the loans that are the most expensive to carry in the long run, you should pay less over time as the higher interest rate loans are addressed first. Now that you understand both methods in a nutshell, you will be asking yourself, well, which method is appropriate for me in my situation? Well, let me explain. You will most likely save money with the Avalanche Method. But if the principal, which is the total amount of money owed, is large, the time it will take to pay off a debt with such a high interest rate can be lengthy and discouraging, which can make it difficult to stick to a plan. On the other hand, paying off small debts quickly can feel rewarding. So if you prefer to see progress quickly and prefer to work your way up with regular motivation boosters, then the Snowball Method may be a better fit for your debt management goals. Once you understand the pros and cons and have chosen a debt reduction strategy, how does one actually put the different methods to work? Number 1. Well, in both cases, firstly you will need to make a list of all your debts. Make sure to include any payment information, total amount owed, interest rates, minimum monthly payments allowed, and due dates in this list. Number 2. With the Snowball Method, arrange your list of debts starting from the smallest to the largest total amount owed, i.e. smallest balance to the top, largest balance at the bottom, irrespective of interest rates. With the Avalanche Method, again, arrange your lists of debts, but this time from the debt with the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. Number 3. If you've opted for the Snowball Method, continue to pay the minimum payments on all of your debts except for the one on top of your list, which should be your smallest debt. This one gets special treatment, where you throw as much as you can afford extra towards it to get it paid off as soon as possible. If you've chosen the Avalanche Method, then the same principle applies, where you pay the minimum on all of your debts except for the one on top of your list, which will be the debt with the highest interest rate. Number 4. The final step is to roll over the payments as you make progress. This is where things get interesting. If using the Snowball Method, once you've paid off the smallest debt, you move on to the next debt in line, which would now be your new number 1 smallest debt. Since you paid off the smallest debt, you will now have increased cash flow, i.e. the money previously used to pay off the old debt, which can now be added to your minimum payment which you were making on this debt and get this one gone too. At this stage, it's a good idea to add anything extra if you can afford it. If using the Avalanche method, once you've paid off the debt with the highest interest rate, move on to the next in line, which would be your new debt with the highest, but lower than before, interest rate. Again, take this up from the minimum payments to include any money you previously used to pay off the old debt and any additional funds you can afford to pay this off even quicker. Rinse and repeat these methods until all the debts are gone. Here are a few pro tips. Before starting either debt reduction method, build an emergency fund first. Having a safety net in place before you begin to pay down debt means you will have funds to rely on in case of situations like an unexpected medical bill or car repair, and it can stop you from taking on another debt or additional borrowing whilst working to get out of debt. Stay up to date on all of your current bills. Don't start either the Avalanche or the Snowball method if you are late on payments, as this will only complicate your debt situation. Contact your lenders to discuss possible options to prevent late payments, such as adjusting the payment due date. Track your spending. Be careful to not charge up additional debts while you are working to pay down your debt. Track your spending to ensure you stick to your budget. If there are any out of budget costs to incur which aren't an emergency, you are best to eat into the additional money you have and pay the minimum, then borrow more. As you work on your chosen debt paydown strategy, remember to stay focused on your end goal. With the Snowball method, you will enjoy these little wins and use them as motivation to keep going. If you are analytical and patient, the Avalanche method may be the best method for you. With the Avalanche method, it may take longer to roll over to your next account, but if you have larger balances with higher interest rates and you stick to the plan, it should save you in the long run. Either way, it will take time, but the important thing to remember is to commit to a goal and stay with it. By staying focused on your end goal and keeping control over not adding unnecessary new debts, your existing debts should slowly melt away. If this video has helped you understand the methods, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and share with anyone else you know who may benefit from the information. And as always, thanks for watching.